Hey, all right, I want to make a follow-up video to the three zodiac signs that are most likely to have a one-night stand with you. And I said in the video, I made it short. It was Aries, Capricorn, and Gemini. And the thing I wanted to say about Aries is that they naturally have a body that channels a lot of that expresses energy that goes outward. So they don't normally store up a lot of energy. They can kind of like um, process a lot of energy on the spot. So if you have a lot of energy for them to process, and they're experiencing this high level of energy, it's going to lead to sex, because that's a high form of expression, sex. It takes you all over. When you're having sex, you kind of all tend to be all there. Um, and so, in my experience, the Aries people have always given me the look in my eye that's been like one of like I'm trying, like I want to make this happen. They'll look at you like they want to do it. And even if you don't want to do it at the moment, they'll keep trying to remind you like, hey, let's do it. Do you want to do it? Hey, let's do it. Like they'll be the initiative of like, what I'm saying? Like they'll be doing the hair and shit and like all that shit like, hey, what I'm saying? Like, do you want to do this too? I'm saying? Hey, I have an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like that. They'll be the in the front like that. And like I was saying with Capricorn, they tend to have a lot of repressed sexual energy, meaning throughout the day they don't have an outlet for the like the Aries does. Like the Aries may walk down the street switching their ass, and be expressing their hormones while they're doing it. But the Capricorn may be reserved to that. I haven't really given it that much thought. They may be reserved to being more louse, or free. And so that they're still an animal like the Aries, but the Aries is expressing this shit and the Capricorn is like, it's building up for them, So it's like when they meet, in my experience, they look at you like, if they like you a lot and they think that, you might want to have sex with them. And then again, I'm a Gemini, so it's like maybe I was giving off the vibe, and maybe also I'm the perfect example, to be able to deliver this message and tell you that these two signs here with me have done this. You know what I'm saying? So like perfect, Um, talk to your Aries friends, talk to your Capricorn friends, what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini, so talk to them and see, measure contrast, Um, so the Capricorn, they've always given me the look like, is this a one night stand that may happen? Like that. It's like they look at you like, can you see my sexual shit? That I have a high sexuality. And if you're like, like, what's good? And they're like, damn, this might be my chance. And like, this is what a one night stand looks like, this person here, like to that reserved Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? The actually last girl I was with was a Capricorn, and she looked at me with a sense, and we had sex that day. She looked at me with a sense of are you him? Like, are you the one that I can sleep with? You know what I'm saying? Like that. She was like that. The Aries would be more like a, hey, yeah, is it gonna happen? Hey, yeah, like that. So yeah. And then with the Gemini, of course, that's me. I must have the most experience to talk about the Gemini, but The Gemini is not like, you can't call them up and say, hey, let's fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to attract them. And you also can't be like, hey, let's go out on a date and hang out all day, and then I'll fuck you at night once we get home. That'll be boring to them. They're going to want to fuck earlier, and they're not going to want to be treated, they're not going to be accustomed to that slut energy that like the Aries will, So it has to be in a general, in a sense of things are okay. Things are going okay. It's okay. It's an okay thing. It's a fun thing. It's what should happen next. It's like, hey, if you say no, like to the Gemini, like you taking the Gemini here and y'all are doing that, and then it comes to the sex part, and like you make a move at them, and if the Gemini says no, that's going to be like spoiling the whole day, spoiling the date, spoiling, especially if it's leading up to that and everything's going good, and that person is dropping clues like, yeah, like I say, I'm the Gemini. I've been in a lot of one night stand scenarios, so it's like if y'all are hanging out somewhere and they some obvious shit. I have a bigger bong back at my house. You know what I'm saying? It's just down here. You know what I'm saying? And then you say, okay, cool. They brought up their house. Now we're going back to their house. It's like, okay, we're having a good time. We're having a good time, and I'm going back to their house with them. Like another obvious thing, they might say, hey, fucking, I don't know, something more inviting. You know what I mean? The games in the PS3s in the fucking bedroom or whatever, you can fucking, that game I was telling you about, that's in there too. And I go, take the bait. Oh yeah, damn, that's crazy. Turn it on, I don't give a fuck. And now I'm in the fucking bedroom playing a video game, about to smoke some weed. Come on, man. I mean, that's some Gemini shit. If a Gemini was in that position, they would be like, all right, we might fuck. You feel me? But if everything's cool, you know what I'm saying, we might not fucking and still be cool. All right, yeah, I see, yeah, whatever, we smoke, I'm fucked up. Hit me later, all right, I'm finna get ready to go to work. What up the fuck ever, right? It doesn't happen that day. So yeah, so me going more into those three zodiac signs there, and why and how. The other ones, I'll give some spoiler alerts. Scorpio, you always hear like Scorpio is the most sexual. You know what I'm saying? Who else gets the fucking sexual? Fucking Taurus. I'm not sure. They might be more sexual and shit, or have better sex once you fucking them and shit like that. But like, we're talking about the energy that's able to get off on that first meeting. The first time you meet them, and they're like, is this it? You know what I'm saying? What's happening right now? Is this the one night stand? Is this happening? That shit. So, all right. I changed my title from the American Pimp Star 420 and back to Joey the Pimp, because it's like, I'm realizing that my pimping is strong. It's strong, but it's not in the front. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the front. I'm gonna pimp, but I'm not API said I'm going to pimp. I'm gonna be pimping, but it's gonna be on the back end and not in the front, like how I was so eager to reach this mark. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's here, that's just typical. But now that it's here, it's like, damn, okay, I see that it don't need to be in the front like that. It needs to be in the back, and I need to put this other shit in the front. Kind of like that Terrence Howard shit, like he's talking about science shit now. Like, okay, yeah, he might still be him, but he's putting this in the front now. So it's like I'm putting God in church and the astrology, metaphysical, elemental shit first, and then based on that group of people, that's what I'm gonna be picking from and shit like that to do my pimp shit with. But I was like first going out like strippers, escorts, you know what I'm saying? Lonely girls come in to the fold, you know what I'm saying? Like all good pimps go through that stage, I guess, you know. I'm like, here's the church, I'm building it, they will come, you know what I'm saying? They will come. So, but, but yeah, so now I'm seeing that it's more of a back end thing, and it might be. I know it's going to be major on the back end, but I'm just saying, in the front, I'm the teacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to drop knowledge and help people that are into this type of stuff, that are akin to these what's going on in life. You know, what's going on behind what they teach you, that the spiritual, you know, the invisible, the emotional, you know what I'm saying, the spiritual unseen shit. So that's what I'm gonna be in the front. And I am still who I am, but I'm not gonna, you know, it's good to know that you're talking to a pimp, but it's like once you get your pimping down, it's like it's like the more special something becomes, it's like more of a something you want to share in the right moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I am a pimp, but the people need to meet me first as what I can do for them as a service, you know. And you can do that energy in the front with lonely girls, but I have more to offer in the front. So, I mean, not more than the back end, because I think I have more in the back end. That was my confusion. I have a lot going on in the pimp box. But I have a lot going on that's not in the pimp box too, you know. But it's more in the pimp box than it is not. So I was like, nigga, I'm a pimp. Yeah, I know some astrology, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. I study the word and all that, you know. And you know what I'm saying, I could help y'all. You need some help in life, okay? Yeah, but I'm over here pimping. What's up, real quick? What? You know what I'm saying? Even though I had more on the back end, it's like I couldn't ignore what was in the front of the house, you know, because I had some that was I have something that's substantial, you know what I'm saying, in the front. And that's what it's about. If you have something in the front, then you got to play it. You got to play the front. And, you know, I have stuff in the back. I've been playing it, you know what I'm saying, but I'm going to play stuff in the front now. And that's the stuff in the back you can't put in the front, you know what I'm saying, even though it might be strong, you know what I mean. You can't be walking around taking pictures of your guns and shit like that. It's like, that's for the motherfuckers who finna get it, you know, not for the fucking general fucking spectator to see you with a gun. You know what I'm saying? That's for criminals, not, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying? So that aspect. So yeah, that's me going more into that, and the name change deal. And let's get it going forward. You know, let's step up. Let's be who we are in the presence of another. Totally, you know, and totally accepting them, you know. Two is one. Y'all come together, make that union. You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody else, another person come along, y'all bond until you form one, until you form a unity, you know, and be in the same spirit. And it's more to it. It's church there too, with the book. You know, Jehovah and the Spirit of God, it's all that. But the astrology is down here on earth like some hellish type of shit, me and my homies always say. And then the church stuff is up here. So it's like we're making that connection, you know, between earth and heaven. And you're doing what the good Lord said, bringing heaven down to earth. So, all right, that's an explanation there. It all makes sense, and more later. If you come across my phone number on the websites, or I'm encouraging you to do your research, look at people's profiles. You can always call and text. I'm gonna be offering the Cube Council and Church Council as well. And you gonna tell you talking to a pimp. You feel me? You gonna know, but it's in the back. You feel me? So, and I got some shit in the front. You ain't never got to go to the back, but I came out Lord, I came out of the back of the room to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? On this shit. Yeah. How many you want? 2? All right, cool. Here go 2. Peace. Motherfucker knock on the door, ain't nobody answering. And guess what? I'm in the back, and that's something different. You know what I'm saying? So when I open the door, you can come in the front, and we can do some front of the business shit. You know what I'm saying? The front of the room. You know what I mean? But I'm coming out here based on my responsibility to what I can offer. You know, others. What I'm supposed to offer because I have something in the front. You know, I got it in the front. It's just like if you was a hell of a defensive player, but you had a hell of an arm, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You might have to be the quarterback if you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And you going to be good at it, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's just a mental thing, a mental block, because anything keeping you from accepting the fullness of the moment is a roadblock. Is a roadblock. Not age, don't got nothing to do with it. Age, you know what I'm saying? You can get here. You can get here. It's an emotional journey. Coming to the moment. You know what I'm saying? And shame is the last dragon. So that's what it is. More there and more later. From Jose Quintone, Joey the Pimp, and more on the astrology and church. Peace.